Delta statesman Chief EDWIN Clark has said he is unaware of any treaty by Governor Okowa to hand over power to Ijaw ethnic nationality in Delta South Senatorial District in 2023. Some news platforms had reported that Okowa, who hails from Delta North Senatorial District, allegedly swore to an oath years ago to hand over power to Ijaw in 2023. Clark and Ijaw said such accord was not known to him, but explained the arrangement to make Kingsley Otuaro deputy governor was sealed in his Asokoro, Abuja residence by 5 persons, namely Government Ekpeme Polo alias Tom Polo, SenatorJamesManager, Otuaro, Senator Okowa, and himself, Clark. He said, "It is not to my knowledge, and I was never a party to an arrangement that Okowa should hand over to an Ijaw person at the end of his term, and there was no working accord known to me. It was not a part of the arrangement when I decided to support Dr. Ifeanyi Okowa in 2015. It was not a matter between the Aniomas and the Ijaws. It was not based on any condition other than competence, equity, and fair play. Some of us championed the cause of Delta North producing the governor of Delta State in 2015 for inclusiveness and unity of the state. For record purposes, I would like to mention how in 2014 His Majesty Professor Edonzie the Asagba of Asaba, accompanied by 11 traditional rulers of Anioma extraction with Chief Benjamin Elue, former Deputy Governor of Delta State, as Anioma Congress Secretary, came to pay me a visit requesting that an Anioma indigene be considered for the governorship of Delta State in 2015, and to support them in their demand for Anioma State. Professor Edozie, after our discussions, invited me to Asaba to attend a mega rally organized at the Cenotaph, Asaba. I was the guest of honor in order to identify with the Anioma. I dressed in Anioma attire. When it was my turn to speak in reply to their address, I assured them that I will support their request and will see that it is realized. At a subsequent meeting with the then governor of Delta State, Dr. Emmanuel Dwaga, I discussed the matter with him and we agreed that the Delta North should produce the gubernatorial candidate of PDP in 2015 for proper integration in the state. That was the reason why we recommend Dr. Steve Oru to replace Godsday Orubebe as a minister representing Delta State in Dr. Goodluck Jonathan's government instead of Dr. Cairo Jugbo, who is also from Anioma. Dr. Ojugbo then took Dr. Oru's position as the vice chairman of the PDP in South-South. I would like to state with the greatest respect that the main beneficiaries of this series of interactions is our competent and intelligent governor, Dr. Ifeanyi Okowa, the incumbent governor of Delta State. It is at this junction that Government Ekpeme Polo alias Tom Polo came to me in Abuja, where we decided to adopt the candidature of Dr. Ifeanyi Okowa. The arrangement for Okowa to become PDP gubernatorial candidate in Delta State with Otuaro as his deputy was finally sealed in my house. My viewers at home, what's your take on this? What's your reaction to this as EDWIN Clark, yes, another statesman in the country from the South-South region, from the ethnic group of the Ijaw, opens up saying that he is not aware of any pact Okowa took with Anioma, or I beg your pardon, Okowa took with Ijaw, saying that actually Otuaro, becoming deputy to Okowa was sealed in his house, in his presence. Yes, his presence at Abuja, yes, in his residence at Abuja, but is unaware of any pact between Okowa and the Ijaw ethnic nationality regarding, the Ijaws becoming governor of Delta State after Okowa stand. And according to EDWIN CLARK, he made it clear that he's unaware of any pact between Okowa and Ijaw, so that after Okowa might have ruled, then Otuaro, his deputy, will take over as the governor of Delta State. My viewers at home, what's your reaction to this? Because this has really caused a lot of, blame games, and also too distractions, and it created some level of enmity between political leaders, between loyalists and the boss in the states. And as it is now, a lot of Deltans will agree with me that Ibori and Okowa, are not having it on good line or on a good level of intimacy, because as it is, from reliable source, Ibori has visited Tompolo over the path they took before now that Okowa should hand over to Otuaro, his deputy, thereby handing over power of the governorship seats to the Ijaw nation come 2023. Alright, my viewers at home, please, like I said earlier on, please drop your reaction regarding this postulation by an elder statesman from Delta State, Ijaw to be precise, in the person of EDWIN CLARK, saying that I'm unaware of Okowa's pact with the Ijaw. Alright, having some comments here already, and we are here to do justice to your reactions at the moment. And the first reaction here is from Okoro. Okoro says, where are those Urobo fools who print T-shirt and inscribe on it Okowa die-hard supporters? They cannot die for their mother and father, but can die or kill for one idiot called Okowa and PDP. Okay, that's according to Okoro. What's your reaction to Okoro's comments here? In fact, is not happy for those that actually, for those Urobo precisely that actually, campaign for Okowa in his election so far, that brought him to power as governor of Delta State. And Thompson Dave, did reply to Okoro comment saying that you are the fool here, okay? All right, as it is, politics is a game of interest, yes. If your interest is not that protected, then even if the person that have your interest or protection is from a far distant place, then you can join that organization. That is what politics is all about. I think it is on that ground that Thompson Dave is saying that Okoro is a fool. Okay. All right, my viewers at home, what's your take on this? We also have another reaction here from Ovi Ahoro. Ovi Ahoro says, the governor Okowa, the arrowhead for marginalization of Urobo people continue. This may be the end of PDP in Delta State. 2023 is the final end of power rotation in Delta State. Let the Anyomans and the Ijaws prove to the Urobos, who are now the beggars for power, that they can go to Abuja and decide who rules Deltans. Urobos must be punished for sharing and rotating power to people who never fought for it. Okay, that is according to Ovi Ahoro. Okay, what's your reaction to Ovi Ahoro comment here? Please drop your reaction. And we're out of time. This is where we draw the curtain. Do join us in the other news, please, and bye for now.